Good morning, and we are live back with another episode of the Talk to Tanner Morning Show. Excuse me. While we go over tips, tricks, ideas, and exercises to help make us, the entrepreneur, the best possible version of ourselves for the people we love and care about most. I specifically work with real estate investors in their 20s and 30s to help coach them, to hold them accountable, and have better planning to achieve their number one goal. It's all about focus here, focus and improvement. And today, we're talking about a fun little topic. We're talking about reflection questions you can ask yourself after a birthday. You're like, yay, excited. You get to celebrate your birthday. I was very happy I got to celebrate with people I love and care about the most. Got to have some fun, relax, ate some good food, went to a funny comedy show, that kind of good stuff. So after some of the fun subsides and we're kind of relaxing, we're going into it, it's easy to drift off into a thought. Remember, humans naturally think negative. Remember, naturally think negative. It's not always our fault. I would argue it's really not our fault. It's just kind of building a muscle to refrain and restrain from going down the rabbit hole of something that doesn't actually mean anything. What could be an example of this? After you, or maybe this sounds familiar to you, you've had a birthday and you're a year older and you start to think, man, it seems I'm not making enough progress towards my goals. Or holy cow, I'm getting older. I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to do this. And we apply a lot of pressure on ourselves for getting older. And this is something that can be very dangerous, but it is also very, very common. A lot of people don't even like to celebrate their birthdays as they get older because they're like, dude, I'm just getting older. Or it's easy to compare to things that you could be doing and what you should be doing, and you're not actually doing it. So we call that a gap. If there's things that you know you should and can do, and you continuously do not do them, they usually make you feel like shit when you think about them, because it's a gap between what you want to be, an ideal, and who you are today. Because you are just where we are right here, right now, is just a product of all of the actions we've taken so far. Action, action, action. We are the result right here, right now. And with a good understanding of that, we can kind of learn and we can grow from it and kind of change things up and reapply it. Or maybe it can be a good chance to give yourself a fucking break, man. Give yourself a break. What would be, so let's start off with one of the first questions that we would be talking about if we were asking ourselves over our birthdays. So over on our birthdays, we would be talking about, over the last year, what are some things you have accomplished? Over the last year, what are some things you've accomplished? And this can be small, this can be big, it can be some things that I wrote out here just because I have my notes and stuff ready. I was reflecting on this a little bit before I went to bed last night. Yeah, going on this, we're on episode 161 of this morning show. That feels really good. Not the greatest show on the planet. Who cares, right? We're continuing to get better. We're continuing to help people. We're continuing to put ourselves out there. Remember, none of this stuff has to be perfect. Nobody really cares. It's just about staying on top, getting better, and feeling good about yourself. So, feeling good about this show, feeling good about the rental properties we bought this year, feeling good about the coaching clients we've helped, and feeling good about the travels. I finally got to go international, went up to Canada, did a lot of traveling more in the summertime, and very, very, very excited. My point is that I'm sure if you sat down and wrote out the things that you are proud that you've accomplished, you would feel pretty good. And it's okay to keep your focus on that kind of stuff. It's okay to pat yourself on the back. I get it. Being humble is end all be all. let them talk for me, this and that. And that's fine. That's a good way to go about it, to gain respect from other people. You don't have to go around bragging. But remember that your thoughts and your reality is for you to take on, for you to be working with, for you to be continuing to improve yourself. The greatest gift you could ever give to the world is not helping other people. It's helping yourself to the point to where you're self-sufficient, you're leading by example, and you're just becoming so good that you have additional resources to help provide for other people. Don't forget that. The greatest gift that you can give is becoming a healthier and better version of yourself first. And that's always improving. So don't be too deterred about being a little selfish and just improving yourself, reading the books, writing and answering these questions. So I say that being selfish from a reflection standpoint of give yourself some damn credit, write out some accomplishments with things that you've done this year, things that you were excited about, things that went well. Maybe you made some friends. Maybe you had some travel plans. Maybe you made some progress and you built a new skill at work. Maybe you took an online course at a college. Maybe you hooked up with a life coach and you really put a plan and held yourself accountable on some things that you wanted to start. You can sign up with the link below for a life coach today with other things that you've done that make you feel good. Maybe you've been working out more than you have. Any type of improvement. Don't be scared. In this exercise, write down things that you have accomplished this year. Write out things you have accomplished this year. Next, after you write out things that you have accomplished this year, you will write out things that you are proud of. You will write out things you are proud of. Everyone has things in their life that they can be proud of, that they can feel good about. Maybe it's your partner. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's your health. Maybe some of these things might overlap with accomplishments, but we want to know what were things that we've accomplished and things that we've been proud of. And again, you'll be surprised whenever I do this. We chuck up on the board and we'll write things out, or I'll have a little custom pad here, so we'll be writing notes out so the client can see it. When I'm working with people one-on-one, is my point, we write stuff like this out, and it always amazes me how much these people are getting done and they're not giving themselves any credit. Like, it's okay to give yourself credit. It's okay to talk about things that you've accomplished. And it's okay to write things out that you are proud of. So after you've written out some things that you have accomplished and some things that you are proud of, and you're reading through your list and you're feeling good, and you're like, okay, turns out life's not too bad. I want you for the next year, for your new age, I want you to write out things that you want to do this year. Write out some aspirations. Pick out some fun ones. What would make you proud? What would make you happier? What would make you wealthier? Just write out these things as much as you can, just kind of puking it out. Just sometimes we have so many thoughts and so much damn stimuli with the social media outlets, with other people's exposure, just being ready all the time. You're hearing about other people's accomplishments, other people all the time. And it's really stressful and it can really weigh us down. So forget about them just for a little bit and let's focus on you. Let's focus on you and write out some things that you would like to do this year. What would be fun? What would be possible? What would really get you excited? So referencing the next question, what would we do? What would we do this year that we could, what would we want to accomplish this year? What would make us proud of this year? And what are we excited to do this year? What are we excited? What are we proud of? What do we want to accomplish? These things are very important for building out your goals. And the hard part is, so you're going to make this big list of things that you want to accomplish, things that you're proud of, things that you're excited for the coming year. So once we have this list, then we have the focus exercise, the final question. The final question the end all be all. And this is where a lot of where my coaching is lined up with, and that is focus. Focus, focus, focus. And we are going to do one goal at a time. With me, you do one, not two, not three, not four goals, one goal. Because the hiccup with goals 99% of the time is people don't take the action to actually achieve them. I seriously have never met anybody who's done something for a really long time consistently and not achieved what they wanted. Fucking anybody. You could maybe throw, that's personally, right? You know, I'm sure there are some people that you meet, they were a pro football player and they didn't win the Super Bowl. It's like, dude, you made millions of dollars. You pushed your body to an incredible physical limit. You made friends and teammates. Like, that's still a freaking win. And that's like literally the only example I can think of when it was like some championship for sports or something like that. Usually when I talk to people and they take consistent action, accountability, I'm here to hold you accountable. It's people are just simply not taking enough action to achieve their goal. Just not doing enough of it. And it's like you fall short a couple times, like, I can't do it, I quit. The only talking about failure, talking on this Monday, maybe need a little extra energy this Monday. But just remember, the only way you fail at anything is if you fucking quit. So don't quit. You need to get back up. You need to try it again and again and again until it's done. And that's why I'm so big on one thing, because as soon as we pick two goals, some of my clients like, Tanner, I want to work on 2 goals with you. I'm like, no, because that'll just give you an excuse not to do the damn work for the one goal, or to really dig deep and figure out what is holding you back. What is holding you back? Is it a thought? Is it a feeling in your chest? Is it an imagination that somebody else is holding you back? Are you tied down to a chair? What is holding you back? It can be anything from fucked up stuff in your childhood to all the way to you're just not willing to accept the fact that you're lazy and you got to get up and you got to do the next thing. This is what you want to do. So say that to be a little bit motivating on this Monday, but also to be a little more realistic. Please, it's all about focus. So this exercise, we're talking about questions to ask. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining in with us this morning. We went over some questions. I want you to write out some things that you're proud of, that you've accomplished this last year, things that you're proud of over this last year. And then let's go. And once we've seen how much we've really done, put a smile on your face. It's okay. You're alive. You're breathing. You're feeling good. I've seen all this good stuff that's going on in my life if I actually sit down and think about it. And then I lay out the things I want to do for this next year as I take on this new age. I'm 28 now. So 28 now. And it's like, what do I want to do with 28? What would be exciting? What would I be proud of? What do I want to accomplish? And I'm writing some things out. And then after I have fun with that little exercise, from a measurement standpoint, working with a coach, when I work with my coach, I send him a picture of my list that I wrote out. And then I circled my number one goal. And then I took a picture and I showed it to him. He's like, great, we're focused. We can measure that, because we just want to be able, you want to tell other people your number one goal. Whether it's your friends, it's your family, it's me, your coach. You want to send me a direct message of your number one goal? Please do. If you want to leave a comment of your number one goal, do it. Tell somebody. Create some emotion, create some action, some friction, and it will really, really help with the results, I promise. So we're asking the questions, we're reflecting, we're feeling good about our lives, because our lives are actually genuinely good. Unless we focus on something shitty, then our lives feel shitty. What you focus is what you feel, and what you focus on is where you can get real results. So we ask the questions, we're learning about ourselves, and then we're applying our focus to our number one goal. I want you to pick one. Write it down on a calendar. Send me a message. Something. You got to have people hold you accountable. You got to have people hold you accountable. Or else what? We suffer the ultimate price of failure, and that's just quitting. No quitting. New approaches. Feeling good about the accomplishments. You're making progress. You're doing good. Don't let the thoughts eat you alive. They're just thoughts. They come, they go. They are not you. You're beyond that. You're fine. But on this Monday morning, think about what it is possible. What can you get done today? Open that damn YouTube University, whether you're watching one of our pieces of content or you're picking your online mentor that we've talked about on this show. And you're like, hey, I'm going to learn from this guy this morning. I'm going to learn from this person this morning. I'm going to learn something that's going to push me closer to my number one goal. Pick your number one goal, focus on it, take a little bit of action today on it, and keep chipping back. Keep chipping away. Keep chipping away. That's all I have this Monday. These are some questions that you can ask yourself to feel a little bit better about your last year, moving on to the next year, because it's your life, man. Have fun with it. Enjoy it as much as you can. It goes so fast. It goes so fast. And might as well enjoy it along the way. So focus, picking your number one goal. If you have a really hard time with this, if you have a really hard time sitting down and asking these type of reflection questions, if you have a really hard time of thinking about what it is you want to do in the future, if you have a really hard time with picking that number one goal that you can focus on and you can measure and you can keep coming back and stay consistent with, send me a direct message. I would love to set up a free coaching session with you and looking to dive in deeper. Specifically, my niche is I work with real estate investors, real estate professionals, real estate agents in that real estate space, people who are trying to pick that number one goal. I'm here. I'm breathing it. Why is that? Because we're doing it. We're breathing it. I'm doing it every day. If you want to ride with me, if you want some accountability, if you want a partner, if you want someone who's going to work with you one-on-one, take you to your number one goal, please send me a direct message. Okay. Sales pitch is done. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing Monday. Feel good, feel light, think about some things that have been going well, and keep chipping away. We'll be back here live again, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time for a magnificent Tuesday episode. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys all tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. live Central Standard Time on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram. Choose it. Join us. No excuse, right? I know you got one of those four suckers, so I'm excited. I'll see you guys around. Share this content. Give it a like if you like today's episode. Leave a comment on your number one goal or share it with somebody who you think needs to hear this. Share it with somebody who you think needs to hear this. It means the absolute world to me. We're going to keep pounding on this ripple effect because if I can help you, who knows who you can help and who knows who those people can help. So we're going to make our impact and make a better world today. Thanks so much. I'm bouncing. Have a great day, everyone. Cheers. Happy Monday and happy birthday to everybody who's having birthdays and there's going to be happy birthdays. It's a great way to learn, a great way to live. Cheers, friends. I'm rolling out. We're out.